tonight, just seeing KYRIE going against them?
You know, anytime you win a championship with someone, you automatically think about the moments, the memories, and especially with someone that, especially with someone who was instrumental to what we was able to accomplish. You know, but once the ball went up, you know, it was kind of back to a regular scheduled program.
What were your thoughts on his final shot? Obviously, he had to close out without committing a foul.
Yeah, I just didn't want to commit the foul. And if he made it, he made it. He's made so many of those tough shots, and right there, and kind of one of his sweet spots, that right wing too. So, you know, we played well enough to win, but obviously we got a lot of room for improvement. Both teams. It's good to get one under the belt though.
Brian, what was going through your mind with Gordon early?
I mean, a lot. Like I said, post game with Kristen Ledlow, I just, my thoughts and prayers go out to Gordon and his family. Hope for a speedy recovery, healthy recovery. I've seen a couple injuries like that in my lifetime. I've seen Paul George when it happened to Paul. I was watching the game with Sean Livingston and when he was with the Clippers, and I was watching NCAA basketball with Kevin Ware when he was at Louisville. And those are the injuries that you never see coming. You never want to happen, no matter who it is, no matter what the stature, no matter how much competitive nature that you have. It was just very unfortunate.
Does something like that change kind of the flow of the game and how you're feeling when you're playing?
Well, I mean, you got to try to lock back in, but it's very difficult, and I think both teams did a great job of doing that.
LeBron, the end of that game was, I mean, the place was rocking.
Yeah.
It felt like a playoff game. Kyrie's hitting shots, you and Love. I mean, that was fun to watch.
It was fun to play, and it's a great start to the NBA campaign. I think the fans were, not only Boston fans and Cleveland fans, but fans of basketball was very excited for this thing to get going, and we was happy that we was able to put on a show for all our fans.
KYRIE wasn't moving before the game. He was kind of stationed there. Why did you take it upon yourself to go?
I adapt all of them up.
Are you over the hump with your ankle, or is this still something that's going to linger?
Am I over the hump? I don't know. Tomorrow is the sign. I mean, I just played 40 plus. I just did some extra conditioning as well. I don't feel great about what my game is right now after having to take off 3.5 weeks. So had a setback with that. So got to try to work through it, and it's going to be a fine line of how much rest I give my ankle, but how much conditioning I still do. So I don't know if I'm over the hump. Tomorrow will be it's a big day for me.
LeBron, did you guys share a few words with KYRIE when you guys stepped up in that game?
No.
LeBron, you experienced it before. What were you thinking when you heard the boos with KYRIE at the beginning?
That was nothing. That was nothing. What do you want me to say? I've experienced big boos before. That was like a pat on the back. That was actually it can never. I love our fans, but that was nothing.
The pass to Kevin in the corner, was that instinct or was that drawn up?
Come on, man. Come on. What'd you think? Come on. How long you been covering me?
Long time.
So that was instinct, and you just know that's my ability to make that. Jay gave me a great pass over the top. I seen the double team coming from Marcus Smart, who really opened up the play as Derrick Rose. When he dove down the lane, it sunk Al Horford, and I've always been able to pass the ball, and that's one of my biggest assets. And Kev hit a big time shot.
It'll be fun to see how this group comes together once you do.
We got a long way to go. I mean, our coaching staff, we got so many players, so much talent that, I hate to be, and I'm not in their position. That's one who's on the floor at what time and that time and things of that nature. So you're going to have guys out of rhythm, in rhythm. So, our coaching staff going to do a great job of just trying to make sure guys are, stay in the flow of things. But, tonight was a test for all of us to try to figure it out. I didn't think I would sit out the whole preseason and play 41, though, so go in there and talk to my head coach a little bit. But all in all, we got to win, and it's good to get this thing back going.
LeBron, when did you know you were going to get it going today? Are you going to play tonight?
After my pregame workout, I felt pretty good on court. I went to the weight room, got some extra work in as well, and the ankle kind of responded very well. So. Right before T. Lou came to talk to you guys, he looked at me and said, "Are you going?" I told him, "Yeah." So he told you guys right after. Jason tried to get it out of me, in the hallway, before T. Lou talked.
LeBron, everything's so new. New lineup, you barely got to play. So can you talk about the familiarity of seeing Kevin pop open at the end?
Yeah, it's just a familiar face, man. At the right place at the right time. I know where Kev is going to be. Coach drew up a great play. You know, we ran a set out of timeout where Kev looped over the top. I hit D Wade. Jay Crowder set a back screen. It wasn't open. But D Wade swung it to Jay. He dumped it down to the post, and so I knew exactly where my guys were once I caught the ball. You know, and like I said, D Rose kind of opened that up by him slashing down the middle. It opened up the weak side skip to Kev, and you know, that's a 40% three-point shooter in the corner. So, you know, we was all confident that one going down.
How do you see his role changing this year, Kevin?
Who, Kev? I mean, at the end of the day, Kev got to be Kev, man. Kev missed some bunnies tonight. You know, he missed some open jump shots, but at the end of the day, he was just very aggressive, especially rebounding the ball. I don't think his role should change. I think it should even heighten more. I think he's going to get so many touches. You know, he's adjusting to playing the 5, which he hasn't done since his second to last year in Minnesota. He said, you know, when Peck went down. So, you know, he got to adjust back to that. But he's a smart basketball player, and he should adjust well.
LeBron, with D Wade back, what was that like for you? Was it like old times riding the bike again, or what?
Yeah, I mean, you never stop knowing how to ride a bike, but, you know, all of us, we got some things that we got to figure out and just get better with. But it was great to have him back out there, to see him hit his first couple of jump shots. You know, he missed some bunnies as well. We all missed some bunnies. But, you know, it's a work in progress, but it's good to have my brother here for sure.